Welcome back from the break. Let's dive straight into the action that kicked off this Salah Fest weekend. We began on Friday at the Pando Stadium for a clash steeped in tradition. The Salah Fest atmosphere was electric, but on the pitch it was a tactical game of chess. Hearts of Lions welcomed the Phobians Accra Hearts of Oak in a game where defenses reigned supreme. Despite several close shaves and a frantic final 10 minutes, neither side could find the decisive touch.
Walking majestically onto the pitch there, led by referee Robert Mose. Certainly match day 26, pretty much of a difficult story there for Hearts of Oak. Having played a goalless drawn game with Basaka, only started match day 25 there. Hearts of Lions also looking to pick up almost all the pieces together.
Hearts of Oak just 5 points behind leaders Mediama Sporting Club, and they're looking at this game as a game that could propel them, towards that top two places, talking about Mediama Sporting Club and then also BBA Coastal.
So here we are, the surgical ward, and the Hearts for us here remain very much intact. Looking forward to how these two teams will come together. You're looking at Hearts of Lions. Well, the Phobians are beginning to move out forward here. Steven Apia. Again, the best of clearance there coming through from Hearts of Oak, but again, they have to have Asari Apia and Baba Demu. The left full back goes round. Yao down to Baba Demu on the ball here. But again, always looking to see that bit of a run there. And the ball whipped in. And wicked deflection there. Hearts of Oak nearly got punished by Asenso. And here comes Hussein. And charging forward, looking for support on left hand side. Steven Asari Apia, ball into the box, and the header comes out. Beautifully done. Mauli Wayo nearly trying to find a way to get the goal there for Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, that was a sweet delivery from the left-hand side from Apia Asari. Just look at that, perfectly weighted. That thumping header, not enough power behind it.
They're trying to charge forward here. Got defensive play and a higher Chuan. And gracing the net there. Quality shot there from Hearts of Lions.
Defensive discipline and from the man of the match, whose heroics at the back kept the Phobians at bay, as well as the head coach of Accra Hearts of Oak on his take on the game.
Hearts of Oak played very well, very solid at the defense, and then we also played very well at the defense, and then we were all trying to make sure we use the midfield to break the lines. It was difficult for both teams. I think half a loaf is better than none. We'll take it like that and prepare and go away and see what will happen.
Of course. Now, in the second half, we saw massive improvements in the attacking areas. Do you think you could have done a little bit more to win this game?
Well, that is just an anticipation. You always want to anticipate that they will do better. But what is in them is what they are. And then we know when tiredness is setting in, they try to economize their performance. And there you cannot do anything about that. The only thing you have to do is to make sure you change them. And the question is, do you have the men at the bench who will come and do the equal task that they were doing? So it makes the work very dicey. But all the same, I think it's an improved game because the young attackers that we are introducing, I think they are improving match by match.
We thank God for the draw game, though it's not a win, but we thank God because a game either you win, draw or lose. So far as we get the lose, we thank God for that.
Of course.
About my performance, we started the league and then gradually we are not on it. And looking at us on the table, when you look at the table, the place we are is not good for us. So I just thank God that I'm thankful to God that I'm trying to lift my game up every day, day out, day in. So thank God for that.
I think that in the first half we controlled the game the way we wanted, and then we came out closely in terms of the chances we created. At least in the first half we created about 3 chances that could have given us the goal, and then the second half I think we created 2 chances that could have given us the goal. So I think that if we had made those right decisions in those key moments, at least we should have scored a goal.
Now on the bench, I saw that you were very furious with some of the, yellow cards that your boys were receiving, in recent times, you've had some disciplinary issues.
We will take some actions against those aspects because you don't bounce a ball. It's decent. You don't bounce a ball. In that crucial moment when you were a key member of the team, we were forced to bring him out because at that moment you don't want to risk anything. And these aspects don't show that you really wanted it too much. But irrespective of how you wanted it, you still need to keep your cool.
Meanwhile, at the Suejo Stadium, the story couldn't have been any more different. 11 Wonders faced off against the formidable FC Samatex. It was a seesaw battle that saw 4 goals shared equally. Wonders showed incredible resilience to claw back twice, proving they aren't going down without a fight. The Samatex playmaker who earned the man of the match honors and the head coach of the away side shared their 2 cents on the game.
It's quite disappointing, but it's always like that. So far as any team is playing the Premier League, no matter how position they are always competing. So it's quite disappointing, but we have nothing to do than to go back, work on our mistakes, and then try to win our game at home.
Now on to Sunday, it was truly special, and nowhere was that more evident than in Kumasi. The Porcupine Warriors Kumasi Asante Kotoko welcomed their neighbors Nations FC to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. In what many expected to be a tight regional derby, Kotoko turned on the style, clinical finishing, leading them into a dominant 3-0 victory that sent a clear message to the rest of the league.
So this is what is known as the Family Affairs feud here at the Baba Yara Stadium for match day 26 between Asante Kotoko and Nations FC. Both teams are going to walk into this arena and trying to find out how best they can entertain. I wouldn't want to say the FC though, but they have to find a way to get the fans into the stadium.
Definitely 90 minutes of hostility. This is one of the fixtures where Kumasi Asante Kotoko, no matter how they choose to look at it, they've never ever been dominant in this particular fixture.
Albert Amwa and Kwampoki yet to combine effectively to score, and Albert Amwa really getting the better of Simpson and goes into the box looking for space and nobody there to connect, and that's back to intercept. Oh, nice play there for Nations FC to get themselves in a very good position against the crossbar. Nations nearly got the first goal. Wow, Emmanuel Arnold just couldn't pounce on the rebound for a first goal there for again. Kute. Another ball into the far side. Asante Kotoko have the first goal, and they do! And guess who scored? It is Asante Kotoko. Albert Amwa.
A bit impressive, but what about that for a cross from Kute? Exquisite. Right onto the head of Albert Amwa. Yeah, a bit of a late defending there. They've been defending pretty decent up until that time where...
It's yet another duel in the second half awaiting us at the Baba Yara Stadium and Nations FC, who definitely
too big to deal with that one.
Joe brings round to Kitamiru Apa! Beautiful control, but a very, very poor.
You know, for them, there was no way he should be missing that. Again, the combination. Look at Joe's pass over the top of Razak Simpson. Lovely chest control there. Again, finishing.
Here comes Martin Jones' third attempt. in the 18-yard box. Dogo is waiting for the ball. Now the best of Kotoko. Kotoko just have a player down. Referee now whistles what? Is a penalty for Santi Kotoko. Papa Yaya is the man who has just been brought down.
Okay, bet tickets on the pitch now, but just look at that. The hold-up play, from Morrison Dozo again. And that was the ball, yeah. I know.
And Samba O'Neill is the man to see if he can have his 6 goal for Santi. Samba O'Neill! 6 goals this season for the centre back. And Asante Kotoko may appear to be home and dry.
Samba O'Neill, and you talk about experts from 12 yards there, you certainly can count on him. Just a bit up there, yeah, I know.
Again, opportunity. Now, Martin Donsu goes on the goalkeeper. Martin Donsu goes to ground. What the referee says, what?
Could be a send it off.
Oh.
I think it could be a send it off.
Oh, this is not looking too good for the goalkeeper. Yeah, I want you to go through this.
Yeah, I think it could have been right on the edge of the box. Yeah, it is. That's where the tackle happened. But he wanted to go last man actually, and Gripman just playing himself in trouble again. Then look at that Donzo, a little bit dummy there.
And Donsu is looking to make it 3 for Santi Kotoko against Nations, and Marvin Donsu converts beautifully. So between Marvin Donsu and Samba O'Neill, very first win at home as a Santi Kotoko interim coach, and Marvin Donsu, and he does it so easy.
Dominance from the Porcupines. Let's hear the thoughts of the Kotoko manager on their attacking fluidity and the man of the match who pulled the strings in that midfield masterclass. The nation's head coach also shared his thoughts on what went wrong on his side.
The boys gave it all out. You asked me before the game, and I told you that we cannot lose this game, we cannot draw this game. It must be a win to make the fans also happy. And the boys did exactly that.
Of course. 3 goals in the back for you against a team that you've never beaten before. How does that feel?
Yeah, it tells me about the attitude of the boys. They told me today, whatever happens out there, they're going to win the game.
I mean, you spoke about, prior to the game, you talked about the title race still wide open. How important is this win for Asante Kotoko in that conversation?
Yeah, it is good, but still I've not heard of the other results yet. But this is very good for us to make a big statement.
Congratulations to you. How does it feel, first of all, to be back on the pitch after that lengthy injury?
Thank you. I feel very happy, and being out for 1 year is not easy, and I thank God for coming back.
Of course, and your performance. I mean, it's not easy for players to come back and just integrate themselves back into the squad, but you've been able to keep up a good performance and winning MVP today. What has contributed to that?
Let me say you, the players are very disappointed in our position and our results. But we are going to fight. We are going to plead with the supporters to rally behind us, and we are going to make them happy. If you look at the goals we conceded, they are all goals that can be avoided. The last, I think, 10 minutes, I mean, we were just giving up balls, and then they were just giving us the counter attack. No, for me, I think we make a lot of mistakes, especially in the last 10 minutes. That was why we conceded the 3 goals. Other than that, I don't think it's a true reflection of the game.
Now, they say football is defined by fine margins. Just right after missing that opportunity from Emmanuel or Kotoko scored, do you think that was the turning point in the game?
Yeah. If we had taken the chance, or our chances, maybe it would have been a different thing. But sometimes football, it happens, so you cannot blame players so much. So yes, we accept defeat.
Well, after 3 games defeat on the road, what needs to change about the team going into match day 27?
Yeah, we'll look at the mistakes and then we will try to move forward.
At the Chuba AstroTurf, the league leaders Mediama SC faced a stern test against Dreams FC. It was a high-intensity encounter where Still Believe lived up to their name. And the result that has blown the title race wide open, Dreams edged the league leaders 2-1 in a tactical masterstroke. A massive result for the home side. We speak to the Dreams FC coach on how they neutralize the leaders and hear from the man of the match, whose winning goal stunned the visitors. The head coach of Midiama shared his disappointing thoughts on the game.
To be honest, we knew beforehand that we were going to have a very, very difficult game because we know Midiama are chasing the league. And of course, they are a good team and they showed my bad disappointment for the first half when we had dominance on this game. We were able to move the ball, shape the ball very well. For the defending third, middle third, and then the final third, we opened them up. Entry, Aminu, Bazan, and a countless number of guys. We had chances, and we could have buried this game, could have finished this game. And we made it very difficult. But having said that, I mean, from the numerous goals that Aminu, put us in the lead, we had our bases in front. We went into the break, we made some few adjustments, and we decided to make sure we look for the second block and the script goal, which came through good combination from Puma. We transited from the defending, third entry, uses experience. He went past the defender and he kept his composure. He saw Razak coming and he found Razak with a delicious pass, and Razak is connected. Then we grew confidence and believe that again we couldn't defend the transition very well. The same Razak was the one in the middle. Our transition to defense was sloppy, and Midiama went and scored a beautiful goal, so to speak. They kept piling pressure. We managed to contain them. We brought Asante. We brought Debode to stabilize the defense and decided to play on the counter. So by and large, it's a good result for Dreams FC, a good performance, but we still have plenty to go going forward.
We started very slow in the first 20 minutes, and definitely Dreams were better in the first 20 minutes, but I think after the 20 minutes we came in very strongly. In the second half, of course, we dominated all the game and then scored a very beautiful goal. But I mean, the time was not on our side. At the end, we lost the game, so we have to keep on working. We have to make sure that we get our next 3 points at home. So definitely we still have 8 games to play. All the teams have a very tough game to play. So we are going to prepare very well for the last 8 games.
Over at the AAK, the second sports stadium, it was a battle of the newcomers. Basake Holy Stars took on Young Apostles in a game of fine margins. One moment of brilliance was all it took for the Holy Stars to secure a vital 1-0 win, sending the home fans into a frenzy. And in Bibiani, the Miners continued their formidable home run. Gold Stars hosted Vision FC at Dunes Park. It was a gritty affair, but the home side found the breakthrough to secure a 1-0 victory, keeping their dreams of a top 4 finish very much alive. The Miners keep digging deep. Let's hear from the Gold Stars coach and the man of the match, whose tireless work rate made the difference.
It was the difficult game which we expected. I mean, we had an excellent first half. We were in control. We had good combination. We had up to the final third. We had really good moments. Maybe we lacked a bit the determination with the last moment before the game in the box to really also take benefit from our dominance. And the longer the game goes, you're playing against a team who has not been beaten for 6 games. They know how to defend. They know how to be patient. Obvious that the second half it was a working effort, and I have to give my players a lot of credit for insisting and keeping the work rate as high as possible to really force the winning goal, because that's what we had to do. And of course, at the end, it's also about defending and holding the game, because it's normal if you lead by 1 goal, the opponent wants to push, wants to press. Sometimes the referee helps you, sometimes he doesn't help. So that was the situation. I'm very happy for the boys. They deserve the 3 points, and I can only congratulate them for their resilience and for their spirit to really keep it together.
Match no easy, but Namia Dauruma, Yatumi, I granted the 3 maximum points up. At the Yakoda Sro, feeling it there, Yaniaja Papa, pass Yakoda face. Now you go so 8 matches to go, your bomb pass, and Popona, on your album now, in some the reigning champions.
The Golden City Park lived up to its reputation as a fortress. Brecum Chelsea welcomed Karela United and produced a professional performance. 2 goals, 1 in each half, ensured a comfortable 2-0 win for Brecum Chelsea. And a clinical display from Chelsea. We get the reaction from both coaches and hear from the man of the match who spearheaded the attack.
About the final third, we had some few chances, even about 2 in the first half. But if we had converted it, I think that it would have been okay. But in football, the way Chelsea is not a small team. Players that are not, if not where they are lying to, they are more desperate than us. And so we knew it was going to be a very difficult game, because it was a must win for them. But we were composed a little bit. And like I said, the long balls should have been there, but we didn't. That's not our style. And so, but second half too, we have 1 or 2 chances to go to play. So they took their chances, and football is about converting your chances. So they took their chances, and that's good for them. But we also go home and then prepare ourselves against our home match against the Biano Stars. But there are a lot of positives in the game that I have seen. There are a lot of negatives, so we try to improve on our positives and try to sharpen our weaknesses, and then we correct our mistakes.
And back in schedule for more Sunday action. All Blacks took on Ho United in the game characterized by midfield battles. A single goal proved enough for the Black and Whites to claim a precious 1-0 victory at the Swejo Stadium. Vital win for All Blacks. We speak to the winning manager and the standout man of the match performer. The losing side shared what went wrong.
We dominated the game, created all the chances. As usual, that's what has been happening. All the matches that we play, we don't take our chances. Fortunately for us, we get 1 goal. ground. So I say the ground wherever if you try to convert their chances, the chances will be creative. The chances are easy to score the goals.
First of all, the supporters, the technical management, and my colleagues. Their support. Performance like day in and day out, I always perform. But I say, day now, I'm a possible. So they are table they send work hard. Work hard.
We prepared very well, but what we had in our mind to bring it on the pitch, it didn't happen. In the first half, I have to say clearly that the opponent played better as we did. They were stronger. Especially, they took all the challenges, and unfortunately, by every challenge, we had a whistle against us. By St. Fouls, the whistle didn't come. But that is football. That happens sometimes. In the second half, we played much better. I can say that we started to control the game. But with the substitutions today, I say when you bring a substitution, the substitutions should help you. But today, also from the bench, we didn't get the support which they delivered up to now in the former games. So I can only say congratulations to the opponent. We have to do it better by our next game.
I will say 3 points, and I say at least 1 point. Football, the ACBL was there for us at least. We lose until that's it. Now, you come back now, you call my region, correct mistakes. Now, next games, you know what.
And finally, to the Nana Fosu Park, Bechem United hosted the Oja Lads, Aduana FC, in a thrilling encounter that saw the lead change hands. Bechem United showed great character to overcome the former champions 2-1. Way to close out the round. Let's hear from Bechem United coach on that hard-fought victory and the man of the match who inspired the comeback.
The game is very nice. We play very good football also in the gym, also our team. I lost the game in the first 45 minutes about I take the 2 score from the personal mistake, first score personal mistake from our player, and also the starting ball second score the same. From 2 personal mistakes. If not coming this personal mistake, I think it will lose the game. Second half, our team is come back, like lose the game from come back. 3 or 4 opportunity, but for the last pass from our player is not the decide good. Sometimes try the shooting and not give the pass in the front with the keeper. Sometimes give the pass and not shoot, and this is the game. Let them bring what is the good, what is not good from the team, and see from our future what is coming. Another one game hard from us next Sunday. And need concentration from this game.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we return, we will have a look at what the numbers are looking like after match week 26 and what GPL and the community has for us this week. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back from that break this week on GPL and community. This is what we have for you. Enjoy.
Abrankase, a quiet community in Ghana's Bosomtwe district, is a place where life moves slowly. Homes sit far apart, and the roads stretch through calm surroundings. For many years, this peaceful village was known only to people who lived there. But today, something unexpected stands in the middle of this quiet environment, a football arena. The then Anane Boateng Sports Stadium, now Dr. Che Sports Complex, was built in Abrankase, transforming the quiet landscape into a destination for football lovers. With a seating capacity of over 13,000, the stadium is one of the emerging sports facilities in the Ashanti region. What once seemed like an unusual location for a major sports arena is now slowly becoming a center of activity. Despite its location, football has a way of bringing people together. On match days, the once quiet surroundings begin to change. Supporters travel from nearby towns and beyond, drawn by the excitement and joy that football brings.
Nation eba kwan so yi ama anipa bebre eba kwan no so awona am so a tabia so e busy ze study na Abrankase na aboa bosontwe ama obia ba se oba hwebo bosontwe emma ne ball FA Cup no ye ball fana na wa ha na nya easy me wo ni na me wo park na ye good o he environment na bibia e kama and because study no ntino e bet mama bosontwe abe special.
Beyond football, the stadium is also creating opportunities. For many people in Bosomtwe and nearby communities, match days have become a source of income.
The stadium no ayamaye no ebi ni say enyuma abaha no ma say obia nya bi ya youth no obia nya adwuma ye anya hwe kura wo de kai kwa nya nkrofo mo from a wonso nya bibi kakra e de stool bottom.
Stadium ne ba Abrankase a football ne koso no ama yenso e wo Bosomtwe ase no ye ni age because oba Bosomtwe ase na agro bie ni ha e ma ye ne di apart from football no nti ye dana ase de tosu bie so ye se oba ye no ye twi pragia bo ye etumi be fa passengers wa e do mo ko stadium ye fa bi konta ase ne do mo ko ne side bi aba ama adwuma no so e koso me yenso nya bi edidi.
The impact of the stadium is also visible in infrastructure. Residents say that before the stadium project, roads in parts of the town are limited. Today, new road developments are bringing hope for better accessibility.
Isan stadium ne ba enti cars ahodo timi ko stores ahodo nyuma kesi nyina e ba kwan we so da Dr. Kwan Miche ase o ma de tisese de switching say embra e kwan we so
nti e be sense o mo e na nation no entwe kwan yama nsesa kwan sebre ze study na Abrankase na aboa bosontwe ama obia ba se oba hwebo bosontwe nti the message ne say aban so mo e.
Not far from Abrankase lies Lake Bosomtwe, Ghana's only natural crater lake and one of the Ashanti region's most important landmarks. With developments like the stadium, residents believe the area could attract even more visitors in the future.
Ama nko free chichi be player bi kura ho am hu ni da ba o ba na me kohwe bi kura me timi se player we Martin di TV ma hu ni re eno so manage kama.
In the heart of a quiet village, an arena now stands, and for the people of Abrankese, it represents opportunity, development, and hope for the future.
The league table is gradually taking full shape. Let's take a look at what the table and the figures are looking like, and we'll start off with the top 10 most red cards. And at the very top is Indiana FC with 5 red cards, followed by Vision FC 4 red cards. 11 Wonders, Brecum Chelsea, Ho United and Accra Hearts of Oak have 3 red cards respectively. Basake Holy Stars, Nations FC, Hearts of Lions and Kumasi Asante Kotoko all have 2 red cards respectively. And now let's get into the general stats of the season. So far we have played 234 matches, 131 home wins, 33 away wins, 70 draws, 436 incredible goals, 295 of them are home goals. We have 141 away goals, 211 first half goals. Second half goals, we have 225, 842 yellow cards, 35 red cards, 58 penalties awarded, 45 of them scored, 13 missed, and 13 on goals. Moving on away from there, let's get into the top 10 most home wins, and at the very top is BBN Gold Stars with 11, followed by Basake Holy Stars 10. Now Karela United, Bechem United and Dreams FC have 9 home wins. FC Samatex, Midiama SC, Hearts of Lions, Nations FC and Basake Holy Stars all have 8 home wins. Moving on away from there, let's get into another recap of the games this past week. Hearts of Lions and Hearts of Oak came up against each other in a 0-0 stalemate. 11 Wonders against Summertex 2-2. Asante Kotoko and Nations FC. Asante Kotoko beaten Nations FC 3-0. James FC against Midiama 2-1. Basake Holy Stars coming up against Young Apostles 1-0. BBN Gold Stars against Vision FC 1-0. Brecum Chelsea 2-0 against Karela United. Swedro All Blacks beaten Ho United 1-0, and it was 2-1 between Bechem United and Indiana FC. Let's move on away from there to the match week facts, and we've played 9 matches, 7 home wins, 0 away wins, 2 draws, 18 goals, 14 home goals and 4 away goals. And now let's get into the Premier League table, and at the very top is BBN Gold Stars with a whooping 48 points, and second position is Midiama SC 46 points, third position Kumasi Asante Kotoko with 42 points, and in the fourth position right behind Kotoko is Accra Hearts of Oak with 42 points, and in the fifth position is Indiana FC 41 points. Sixth is Summertex 38 points, tying with Karela United also at the 7th position, and in the 8th position is Basake Holy Stars with 36 points. Dreams FC 34 points. Hearts of Lions 10th position, 34 points, tying with Vision FC in the 11th position, 34 points as well. 12th position is Nations FC with 34 points, and Bechem United in the 13th position, 33 points. Radio All Blacks 14th position, 31 points, tying with Brecum Chelsea in the 15th position, also having 31 points. Now in the bottom 3 is Ho United in the 16th position with 30 points. 17th position is Young Apostles, 30 points, and having only 10 points so far in the league is 11 Wonders at the very bottom, 18th position. And away from there, let's get into the NASCO man of the match. And at the very top is Eden Kofi Asamoah in the game against 11 Wonders and FC Summertex, and Hearts of Lions Echedogli in Hearts of Lions against Hearts of Oak. Emmanuel Kote for Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Nations FC, and Dreams FC's John Entry in Dreams against Midiama. Jacob Wazi for Basake Holy Stars against Young Apostles, and Gold Stars Bennett Kese in BBN Gold Stars versus Vision FC. Brecum Chelsea's Emmanuel Ofosu in Brecum Chelsea versus Karela United, and Abdul Aziz for Swedro All Blacks against Ho United, and Bechem United's Yao Ano for Bechem United and Indiana FC. Away from there, let's get into the top 5 most clean sheets, and keeping the clean sheets at the very top is Zakari Musa for FC Summertex, having 15 clean sheets. Benjamin K. Esiedu for Bechem United, 12 clean sheets. Mohamed Kamara for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, 12 clean sheets. Benjamin Asari of Accra Hearts of Oak is having 12 clean sheets, tying with Mohamed Kamara of Asante Kotoko. Now at the very bottom is Felix Che with 11 clean sheets for Midiama SC. And to our top 5 most scorers, and keeping his position is Samuel Atakumi for Bibiani Gold Stars with 11 goals, Augustine Okra for Bichim United 10 goals, Richmond Opoku for Young Apostles 9 goals, Emmanuel Ano for Nations FC 9 goals, and Prince Trinibua for Basake Holy Stars 8 goals. And finally, to our top 10 most away wins, in Accra Hatterhook with 6 away wins, Midiama SC 4 away wins, tying with Ediana FC, Asante Kotoko, and Bibiani Gold Stars. Also having 2 away wins, we have Swajo All Blacks, Vision FC, Hoho United. A single away win, we have Hearts of Lions and Young Apostles. What a weekend of football, with Midiama dropping points and Asante Kotoko closing the gap. The final stretch of the 2025-2026 season is about to be a classic. 11 Wonders and All Blacks picking up points also keeps things incredibly tense at the bottom of the table. That's all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on the GPL Review Show. I am your host, Alexis Laura, and we'll see you next week as the chase for glory continues. Good night.